Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Brandon doing something a little bit different today, taking you on a stroll in my neighborhood. Just got done with an awesome workout, a little run with my dog Bo. And today for the tip of the week / newsletter, we're going to talk about morning routine. So morning routine is something big. I don't know of one person that I've ever talked to, whether it be a pastor, a friend of mine, or an exercise health and fitness expert, chiropractor, just really successful people that didn't have a morning routine. And so, this question came to me. All these newsletters come to me because of questions that you ask me in the clinic that maybe I don't have time at that particular time, but I want to take some time to answer a specific question that was brought to my attention yesterday. I had a patient come in and she said, is it okay for me to work out tonight, but then also get back up in the morning and work out in the morning? And that brought, a really interesting question, because I thought to myself, wow, this person doesn't have a routine. So I said, why don't you just get on a routine? And which is, I know, easier said than done. I mean, I have, 2 young boys, 2.5 and 8 months. So if you're a mom listening to this, just, I'll get to the I'll get to the point here in a second. But I said, why don't you just get on a routine and, wake up at the same time every single day and plan your day accordingly. Because if you work out in the morning, you're better apt to be successful and to get things done and be more, productive throughout the day whenever you start your morning off right. So, and she looked at me and she said, I just need planning and prep. And I said, well, that goes into your Sunday war plan. So the first thing that I'll tell you in order to create a good morning routine is that you have to plan it. I say this a lot, and I don't mean it and like I'm not a prayer, because prayer is vital to your life, but prayer without planning is a wish. And so I can pray for God to align everything the way that I want it, but if I don't put any effort towards actually planning and creating what I want, then you're going to be that person that's going to be sitting by the wayside while everybody else is achieving the life of their dreams. So Sunday nights for me are a great way for me to put together a war plan for the week. Hey, and this is when I'm going to get up. This is when I'm going to go to bed. This is when I'm going to plan time with my kids. This is when I'm going to plan my meals, my exercise, so forth. Here's when I'm going to do my inspirational type stuff. And so creating a morning routine, there are 3 things that I want to talk about today. The first thing is commitment, right? So you have to be committed to your health. If you're not committed to your health and your life and your success, then a morning routine doesn't really mean a whole lot. You wake up whenever you want. You get up whenever you want. You just kind of throw some clothes on. Maybe you put on makeup, maybe you don't. Guys, maybe you just kind of throw yourself together, and then you swing by Starbucks. You get a big old dose of caffeine and McDonald's drive-through, and the rest of your day is just hell. Or you can commit to saying, hey, I'm going to invest in my health, because if I'm a better person, then my kids are a better person. My people around me are going to be a better person. So you don't walk into the Ritz-Carlton. I've never been to the Ritz-Carlton as of yet, but I hear a lot of stuff about how amazing the Ritz-Carlton is only because of the service, and I can guarantee you that those people are prepped and planned in the morning to be able to deliver stellar service. And so you have to commit, and you have to be willing to put your health and your morning routine as a priority. The second thing I will say is consistency. Consistency is key. If you wake up at 5 o'clock for a week and then it goes by the wayside, your brain's not going to be able to create that neuroplastic pathways that are going to be able to kind of ignite this consistent thing that carries on for the next many years and months. So it has to be something that you kind of grind through in the beginning, and then your body will become adapted to it, and it becomes just a part of regular routine. So consistency is huge. And the third thing is community. So I pray that you guys surround yourself with people. You're a reflection of the 5 people that you spend the most of your time with. And so I think about who it is that I spend the most of my time with, and it really is true. Your reflection, you become almost like a spitting image of those people. If you're hanging around lazy people, you're going to become lazy. If you're hanging around people that are eating pizza and ice cream every single night, like, you're going to think it's okay to eat pizza and ice cream. If you're hanging around broke people, the chances that you're going to be broke. So, you got to make sure that you're hanging around people that they're going to sharpen you. That doesn't mean that you can't go and minister to people and help lead people that are less fortunate than you are, because that's the point of the gospel, is to go and make disciples. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you want to become better, you got to surround yourself in a community that's going to make you better. And so I feel like the best community that I know of in this town right now is in our office, right? In our office is one of the best communities that you can be in, because people are the healthiest physically, emotionally, spiritually that I know. And so you're always going to be pushed when it comes to your physical health, your spiritual health, your relational health. So get involved in an amazing community that's going to push you. And so that's the morning routine. You got to have commitment. You got to have consistency. You got to have community. Just real quick before I let you guys go, my morning routine is pretty simple. I'm up at 5 o'clock every day. I go right to the coffee pot, hit it. Yeah, I drink coffee. I love coffee. I probably won't ever stop drinking coffee. It's okay if you have a little bit of coffee here and there, a little bulletproof coffee. While the coffee pot's brewing, I get in the Word. I read Scripture. I do my Freedom Journal. My Freedom Journal helps me kind of stay focused and solid for my goals over the next 100 days. I got big goals in my life for my family, physically, spiritually, practice-wise, financially, things like that. So I got to stay on track of those things. And then while my coffee's done, I'm drinking coffee, have a cup of coffee, I go downstairs, I do my spinal correction warm-up, which is also a warm-up for my exercise, so I don't have to do two things at once. After I get warmed up, I do about 20-30 minutes of high-intensity interval training, CrossFit with weights. Really it's sometimes even longer than that. I do some strength stuff, and then I go into some high-intensity interval stuff. I go do a smoothie, so I do a handful of berries, some almond butter, some unsweetened coconut milk, some Max Living protein with some Max Greens. I drink a smoothie, head right down, grab a shower. I'm out the door by 7:15. On my way to the office, I'm listening to things that are going to help focus me on being a better doctor, being a better leader for you and our community. One thing that I recommend you do is go to Audible and download books, so that way you're not listening to trash in the car, things that are just going to take you off focus. And so, that's the tip of the week. It's about morning routine. It's about creating a war plan, commitment, consistency, and community. I'm Dr. B. Go to facebook.com/renew, rebuild, revive. Also go to our website, revivecairo.life, for more tips and tricks, podcasts on how to live a max living life. I'm Dr. Brandon. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon.